Outside this Rutherford County Elementary on a Saturday morning, all is quiet. But inside,
So everybody grab a mannequin.
coaches and parents with the local Little League
Ready, set, go.
are doing their own spring training,
But it's exhausting, right?
learning CPR and how to use an AED,
Peel one off, put it on. Peel one off, put it on.
and getting questions answered, just in case. Like, how will you know if it's sudden cardiac arrest?
So we've collapsed, we're unresponsive, but our fight or flight reflexes are firing. So we may be gasping and we may look like we're having a seizure.
Or can you hurt someone by doing CPR?
The worst that can happen to them has already happened. They do not have a beating heart.
That reality, the weight of this knowledge, and the responsibility to act is not lost on anyone in this room,
It is hard.
especially the parents of Tyler Olson.
90% of sudden cardiac arrests outside of a hospital are fatal. So Tyler's the 10%.
Tyler, just 16 years old, watches quietly, still processing what happened to him less than a year ago. It was here on Field 5 at McKnight Park where everything instantly changed.
It's terrible. I could barely walk out onto up the sidewalk.
Now, months later, Tyler and his parents bravely sat down with me and recounted that day.
June 4th, it was a double header that day. We were going to have 2 games, and honestly, it was playing the best game that I ever saw.
And then, with Tyler up to bat, it happened. This determined, conditioned young athlete suffered a sudden cardiac arrest.
He got back realigned back in the box, and he stepped back and just collapsed on the field. Just went down.
His mom wasted no time.
I was screaming, called 911, and running onto the field as fast as I could.
And then she did what most of us cannot imagine. She gave her son CPR.
All I kept saying, just push hard, just keep pushing hard. And there was a gentleman there that was doing his breaths for him, and a couple times he grabbed me like, stop, let me breathe for him, because I just was like, no, I can't let you go.
An AED was located, and after 2 shocks, Tyler regained consciousness.
We didn't know that there would be an AED here. I never thought about that.
But since then, the Olson family has thought about little else. Tyler is recovering physically, now with an implanted defibrillator, and the family is vocal about the mental trauma of sudden cardiac arrest.
To midfield and lowers the shoulder for 13.
They were watching when Damar Hamlin went down and knew immediately what happened.
A couple minutes, we had to shut off the TV.
It was traumatizing.
100%.
But part of their healing is creating Fighting Chance, an AED awareness nonprofit to equip youth sports facilities with AEDs and the people who run them with the know-how to save a life.
There you go. Good. 1 and 2 and 3. There you go.
It is why the people gathered here gave up an hour on their Saturday morning.
It's really about getting people to think through what would it look like if this happened during my practice, my game, my kids' game. Who's going to help me?
A scenario that is tough to think about. But not being prepared, well, that would be far worse.
If we can save another child, just one out of all this, then it's worth it.
And it is why, as hard as it is, the Olsons will continue
Thank you so much.
to tell Tyler's story.
See you on the next one.
Yes, I'll do it anytime.